Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martins here with your outlook for May 7th, 2018. For your Monday, we are going to be mostly dry for most areas today. Just going to have a lot more clouds to deal with, at least early on, and then we're going to have some clearing from west to east. That is in response to an upper-level trough that's moving through. You're not going to see it here on the surface map because I'm showing you the surface, not the upper levels. We do have a surface low down here just east of North Carolina that's going to kind of meander here, and then eventually will pull off in this direction, but it's going to take its time doing that. This will not affect our weather because it's too far away from the region. However, the upper-level trough swinging through will bring that increase in clouds. Maybe a brief shower, and when I say brief, I mean less than 15 minutes, and it's going to be in about 20% chance of seeing that shower at any location, but it's going to be favoring the interior locations for that. Here's a look at that upper level trough sitting over the region. It's just a quick hitting upper level trough sitting up here, and because that's swinging through, you're going to have the opportunity for more clouds until that clears and that swings through. You're going to have some clearing from west to east. If you're along the coastal regions, you're probably getting an onshore flow today in combination of the upper level trough moving through and also that surface low that's down here. Of course, counterclockwise flow, bringing the onshore flow onto our eastern coastal areas, southeast of I-95. Probably going to get your temperatures in check today. Most areas get this either side of 70 degrees today. Down here by the shore points, though, you're going to probably be stuck in the 60s, mid-60s or thereabout, closest to the shore points. So just keep that in mind. And that's because of that low that's sitting off here just east of Carolina, kind of bringing that flow in from the east, and it's bringing those clouds. So clouds hold on to the eastern areas the longest today, clearing from west to east, and stubborn clouds this morning with the upper level trough moving through. But then I think later in the day we start to clear out a little bit again from west to east. All right, so that's here's a look at the NAM high-res future simulator radar. Just give you an idea. This is 11 a.m. Just nothing really going on here, but you have a few pop-up showers here that might make its way through. This is not a big deal. Again, this is a less than 15-minute duration type thing. A few areas might see a shower, but most areas are going to remain dry today. So beyond this, we're going to have the upper level trough influence still close enough to the region where we're going to have to watch Tuesday, but I think we're partly cloudy skies and rain stays away from our region for the most part, and a little bit more in the way of sun. So the temperatures are going to go up in the low to mid 70s on Tuesday, and then once we get to Wednesday, we have temperatures that are going to get up in the mid-upper 70s, and with mostly sunny skies and high pressure control. So that's probably the pick of the week as far as our sensible weather, and as far as mostly sunny skies and very warm temperatures, but not really hot yet either. This system to our west is going to drag a cold front here on Thursday through the region, and looks like it's going to be slow enough that it just affects mainly our western areas overnight on Thursday night, but you could get a thunderstorm in here late afternoon or early evening to come in here. So this is good. This would be along a cold front, of course, which is situated back here like this, and here's the area low pressure driving it. Not a really strong system, so just enough to break the upper 70s temperatures and bring it back into the lower 70s here for Friday. So this moves in, it's just in and out late afternoon, early evening, and then that moves off the coast, and that's it. So we're not doing anything beyond that. Here's Friday morning. You can see that's already gone. So a partly cloudy day here on Friday. And then we have a system off to our west that's going to drag a warm front through the region. That's going to come through overnight Friday night, probably late Friday night, maybe a few showers along this warm frontal boundary, which is situated mainly off to our north. And then once we get into Saturday morning, it might be close enough to at least produce some clouds. Here's the warm front up here like this, and you could have a quick shower here on left over on Saturday morning, but I do think this clears in the afternoon as the front moves off to the north, and then we get over in the overnight hours. You can see that front clearly off to the north over New York State. So by the time we get to Sunday afternoon, we're going to have unabated warmth again, and another one of those days that we're going to be in the 80s across the region. So a very warm day, synoptically driven warmth ahead of this frontal boundary with the warm front way off to the north. And the area low pressure driving is back here, so that'll give unabated warmth coming in here for late in the weekend. Saturday's kind of iffy, I guess, starting off with the clouds and maybe a shower threat, but then becoming partly cloudy. And the Sunday is probably the better of the 2 days as far as sky condition and temperatures. So we'll narrow that down as we get a little bit closer. Of course, this is looking at the weekend and several days away where things can change as far as timing and placement of these exact features. But right now, the early call is for Saturday to be a little bit iffy, but not too bad, and then Sunday to be the pick of the weekend with temperatures in the 80s. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martins. That is your outlook for May 7th, 2018. Have a great Monday.